Hey folks, we're in beautiful Carlsbad here at TaylorMade HQ checking out the Kingdom. We got a lot in store for you. We're going to give you the latest lineup coming to 2025, so stick around and stay tuned. So Andrew, can you tell us a little bit more? What's been the biggest changes this year for the Qi35 woods?
Yeah, well, first I'll start out by saying that, we have a great woods line and we've been just the leaders on the PGA Tour. If you look, we win most fairway wood counts on tour. So we won 7 out of the 8 signature events. We won every major, and we even won the Olympics, right? So we got product that works.
Yes. And
we use our tour players to inspire what we do with our products. And so this year, the biggest change is we've added loft sleeves into our fairway wood line. We didn't want to lose any face performance. That's the reason why we waited so long to do it. Our engineers spent a good couple of years trying to figure it out, how to thin these faces, align the swing weights into alignment with where you impact the ball. We've changed a lot about how the dynamics of these clubs and the speed pockets as well to make sure that we kept the face speed in there, which is so important.
Yeah.
And then from there, just having loft sleeves, right? So we have a 3, 5, and 7 in the tour. So you got a great breadth of product there where you can really change lofts and lie angles. In the core model, you'll see that with the swing weight in the front. This is just a really tour-proven shape. This is a shape like Rory uses. We lowered it just a little bit around the crown, so we wanted to lower this a bit as we lowered the hosel. We're really looking to have impacts with the ball, right? So as you're looking with a fairway wood, a little different than a driver because you got to look at it off a small tee, you got to look at it off the deck, you got to look at it out of the rough, and just make sure the impact locations are proper for the type of swings that we see with a fairway wood. And so we changed the dynamics of the shape a little bit in terms of lowering everything, but we didn't lose the performance and the look of the product at the address position. So that was a big deal. And then finally on the Max, we have a Max and Max Light and Max Light women's products. These are just really large 200cc fairway woods, lower profile, really looking at peak heights here, making sure these things, get in the air properly for this consumer, as well as being lightweight so that, you have good swing capabilities with this. We want to make sure they're swinging on plane.
Yeah.
The products get heavy, you start to lose them a little bit on the backswing. And so between these two, we're really seeing for a large group of people, these are great products. And, we even sometimes internally we call this the mini driver because they're just so much fun to hit.
So if you were unless you're kind of on the end towards maybe being a scratch golfer, that's probably going to be the best place to start with the Max and the Max Lights.
Scratch golfers? No, you want to look at tour?
No, for the average golfer.
Oh, for the average golfer?
No,
sorry.
No, you're all good.
Yeah, for the average golfer, I would definitely start with a core and the Max. If you are looking to have slower swing speeds, I would definitely be looking at the light product for that.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And then going into that too, what has been probably the toughest engineering challenge this year for the woods?
Toughest engineering for the challenge is probably the manufacturing process to make these. We have completely changed the factory and the way they are. It's not like this old-fashioned cast and blast house. The way we do these things, you almost have to put on Tyvek suits and go through anti-dust chambers, and we've got technicians and robots making the product.
It's like building a computer chip.
It is, it really is. Yeah, look at the polish on these. This is the best polish we've ever created.
It's gorgeous.
It's robotically polished.
Wow.
And we do that not just because of how beautiful it is, but actually how accurate they can polish the parts from part to part to keep the weights so similar, right?
It keeps that consistency across the product line.
And that allows all the parts to be more consistent, right? Carbon fiber is so light, so strong, so accurate that these are very consistent parts. And so we're trying to get the metal pieces to be as consistent as the carbon parts. So we just make each part just as good as the next. And that's really been the biggest challenge.
That's just absolutely incredible. Every time I hear more and more about what TaylorMade team does on the engineering side, I'm just blown away, and I get why you guys are leading the game in golf. It shows in the product. And one of my favorite questions I always want to find out, what woods are you using right now?
So I have a stealth version of the core driver, the Qi35. I don't have the woods in place yet because we don't have any stealth versions of that. We're not actually showcasing, but as soon as the embargo lifts, I will probably have a tour in the 7 wood, and I'll have a core in the 5 wood. I like to play a mini driver too. So.
Oh, well, that's really cool. I love it. So Andrew, can you tell us what's going on with the mini driver? Can you give us a little bit more insight on that?
I can't give you too much insight today, but we are the leader. We believe that we are the leaders. We created the category. We don't do Qi35 mini drivers today. It's not part of our DNA. Our DNA is to take really cool concepts and turn those into specific products specifically for the mini driver. You've seen what we've done in the past, and there's more to come.
Do you, on the mini driver front, do you have a specific type of golfer that would be more preference for that? Or is it really, you got to get in there and try it out and see it for yourself?
We're seeing two. We're seeing really good golfers who don't want to use a fairway wood off a tee, and they want to gain more distance on, you know, different types of par 4s. We also say golfers are new to the game who maybe don't feel as comfortable with such a long 45 3/4 inch driver. No, these are just, you know, these are just under 43 inches, and so they're a little shorter. They're a little easier to keep on playing. So we see like a 13.5 degree for like a lot of new golfers, and we see the 11.5 degree version for a lot of really good golfers.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, Andrew, thank you so much for giving us the full rundown on the woods. We can't wait to try them ourselves, and if you want to try them too, go to golfdiscount.com right in 2025.